Coach Duffy, you can start us off with an opening statement, please.
It was great to be back in Castle. Awesome environment. I missed it for a few months, and just proud of our team. You never know in the first game as a coach how we're all going to come out, but I thought we made some improvements as the game went on. It was great to have everybody get in the game. So just overall, super excited about the first win.
All right, questions?
Kale Peterson obviously had a career high tonight, 17 points, 11 rebounds, first career double-double. Your thoughts on her performance and how you've seen her grow entering her sophomore season?
Yeah, I always think there's a big jump from your freshman to your sophomore year, and Kale just fills into her role so nicely, just does all the small things for us. You know, when Kara's got a couple fouls and was out in that first half, she just, seamlessly went in and got a couple buckets, big rebounds, and then that three ball opened up in the second half. So just very proud of her game. The 11 rebounds, I'm sure she'll be the most proud of because we've been talking a lot about our rebounding and our defense. So just a great night for Kale across the board, 5 for 5 from the free throw line too. So couldn't ask for a better opener for her.
And then 76 shots for you guys tonight. Obviously a lot of tempo. Felt like there was a shot before 10 seconds every time. Is this more the type of basketball that you are wanting to implement here at Tech, and your thoughts on the pace tonight?
I think watching Towson, we knew it was going to be potentially a high possession game, just watching them from last year a little bit. And, we just talk about, pushing the tempo as much as we can. And as long as we're taking good quality shots, we can live with those. And didn't have to run a ton of offense throughout the game, which is okay for the first game. But I want them to play free. I want them to be confident. I want that ball moving. We look at, assists per made basket a decent amount too. And I thought we, did a pretty good job of sharing the ball. And I thought Kyla started off really well for us with that, just, pushing tempo and, getting some easy buckets from our point guards. And that set the tone. We talk about not necessarily when we're going to get the shot in the shot clock, but just making sure they're good quality shots.
Thomas?
Coach Samaya suffering, having her back on the court, how did that just help both on and off the court?
Yeah, I'm happy for her. I told her at one point, can you have some fun out here, like you're back, and just being grateful for the opportunity to play again. And it was a long year for her to obviously have the surgery and then, spend time getting back in the swing of things and get the rust off. And the more she plays, the better she's going to get. And I think she's pretty hard on herself at times, and we're just trying to get her to stay emotionally involved in the small things of the game of basketball because she's very talented. And again, the more minutes she can play and get that game experience again, the better this team will be.
And on 5 players on the team scoring in double digits, how do you feel about this team versatility wise?
Yeah, I mean, first game, you don't know who's going to score, who's, a little bit of the lineup. I wasn't sure exactly what it was going to be because a lot of players deserve to be out there. They're working hard. They're pushing each other. We talked from last year to this year of having, a little bit more depth in all positions, and I thought we showed that a little bit. I was felt like I was hockey subbing in that first and second quarter of just getting a lot of fresh bodies in and, kept it a little bit more stable in that third quarter. But we're going to keep evolving into our lineups, and that's why our practices are so important. What we're charting, their mindset to help our team with winning plays and be successful. So it'll keep evolving as we go. But overall, it was good to see a lot of people contribute and be in that scoring column.
And then Kyla transitioning from coaching against her to coaching her. Just what's that experience been like?
Yeah, Kyla's a joy. I mean, she's a leader in so many ways, even though she's new to our team. She's played a lot of college basketball. So her experience of just knowing the game and knowing where to be at the right spot, she does a lot of things for us. And so I was happy for her in her first game to be a great contributor to us. And I look forward to just helping her develop too. I think that's the big thing when she came here. She wanted to develop her offensive side. Always been a good defender and a good rebounder, but she's stepping into a little bit more confidence with her offense, which is great to see.
To follow up on Kale, was there any kind of certain things you guys were focusing on in the offseason that might have been evident to you tonight?
Kale's got a lot of talent. She has a great skill set, and a little bit for her is just, that belief in herself that she can, do so many things for us to help us be successful. And I think she can score inside. You saw her stretch the floor with her three. I love her rebounding, though. She's, she doesn't care who she guards, big kid, small kid. She figures out ways to help us be successful. And if she can do that, whether she's, coming off the bench in the starting lineup, whatever this team needs, she's always been that selfless kid. And it's just great to see her have a nice night tonight.
And then Kyla, what do you see to kind of explain how she may be undersized, just like she was at her old school, but she's obviously she can get the job done.
Hey, you guys know when you get measured when you're younger, sometimes your arms are longer than how tall you are. I don't know what that's called, but her arms are way longer than how tall she is. So she might be listed at something, but the way she, uses her wingspan and her knack to play makes her bigger than she is, and her IQ helps her as well. So I don't know how long her wingspan is, but it helps her. She's taller than she is.
Mackie had 7 assists. Carly had 6. What did you like about how they kind of controlled the flow of the game?
Yeah, we talked a lot coming into this game about them dictating the pace and the tempo and doing it in different ways. And I thought they, did a great job finding different teammates. I thought the way they spread the ball around was really positive tonight. Both very good passers and both capable of scoring too. So I think every game they just have to find their balance of distributing and then taking their open shots. And I thought overall point guard play was pretty solid today.
How does it help being able to get the first game in and then having the newcomers and the returners being able to mesh?
It's the most important thing about tonight. Obviously, getting the win is great, but to see those freshmen out there and to see our transfers, returners are I feel like are always ready. They know the experience here at Castle. They're excited, but they've been here, done that in some ways. So to get those new players in the jersey in front of our fans with the band and just the environment, biscuits tonight, which was good, is a really good feeling. So these early games, being able to give them some confidence and them understanding what to expect every night. We've been talking about it, even in our 2 little preseason games and scrimmages. We really tried to simulate as close of a game as we could with just our routine and, the way, what we're going to do at shoot around, what we're going to eat, just to stay, consistent through the season. And when you have consistency, I think good things can happen.
All right, final question for Coach Duffy.
76 shots for you guys, only 9 from 3. Is this a team that's going to be much more get downhill, get to the rim, or is it just the matchup and how it played out tonight?
Yeah, I wouldn't look too much into it. I think it's a little bit of different styles we're going to play in non-conference, and obviously we got some easy baskets out in transition, and we didn't need to shoot a lot of threes, and so I think it's a little bit of a mix. I think we'll be definitely a team that can do both depending on what the defense gives us. So I think it was a little bit more of a different style tonight. There's a lot of fouls called first night too. I think that slowed some things down with just the free flowing game. So both teams shot a decent amount of free throws, which happens sometimes with early matchups. But yeah, we'll see how that continues to evolve.
All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.